We are standing in the heart of Ghana's power. This is where history is made, where clans unite, and where the secrets of the kingdom are kept. In our last episode, we explored the sacred resting place of the kings at the Kasubi tomb. But the journey didn't end there. So in this episode, come with me as we discover the heart of Buganda's power, the great Lukiiko. This is where the administrative work was done, history was written, and the destiny of an entire kingdom was shaped. Deep in the heart of Mengo lies a building that has shaped the history of an entire kingdom for over 70 years. To get to the seat of this parliament, we take the same road the kings and subjects have traveled for generations. As we step through these historic gates, our guide expeditor is ready to take us inside to reveal the secret of this royal parliament.
So once again, welcome at Bulange Parliament, Uganda, known as the Lukiiko.
We are standing on the famous Royal Mile, also known as Kabaka Anjagala Road. This 1 mile stretch connects the official palace to Ekobe to this very building in a perfect straight line. It symbolizes the direct and broken link between the Kabaka and his people's governance. As you look down this road, you will notice majestic trees and unique sculptures lining up both sides. But these aren't just for decoration. Each one represents one of the 56 clans of Buganda, with every single clan given its own designated space on this historic stretch. The road is lined specifically with candlenut trees, locally called Kabaka Anjagala, which translates to "the king loves me." It's a powerful symbol showing that the entire strength of the Buganda Kingdom is built on the ultimate unit of its people. Inside, signs in Uganda remind visitors that respect is key. Kuma Bulange nga nnyonjo, keep Bulange clean, vugira ku kkono, drive on the left, and do not exceed 5 km/h. Therefore, this is a clear reminder that we are walking on a truly sacred ground. Standing tall in the compound is the statue of the current king, His Majesty Ronald Mwena Mutebi II, sculptured by the famous Ugandan artist Professor George Cheine, which was unveiled during the historic 1993 coronation. This striking monument isn't just a likeness, it's a permanent symbol of the king's presence, ensuring his authority is felt even when he is away from the parliament. Our guide expeditor tells me tourists always ask, what happens to the statue if a king passes on? In Buganda tradition, a king never dies, he simply disappears. His legacy stays forever, and so will this statue. Within the compound, expeditor points out a grand display of flag poles. Whenever the Lukiiko Parliament sits in session, the unique flags of Buganda's various clans are raised high into the sky. This creates a beautiful sea of colors, a striking reminder that this parliament is built entirely on the diversity and unity of its families.
Welcome to the Buganda Parliament, the great Lukiiko. The building behind me was constructed in 1953 and accomplished in 1935.
But this isn't just concrete and pillars. It's a building born out of royal rebellion. While exiled in Europe, the Kabaka drafted the architectural plans for this very building. Every single brick was paid for by the citizens themselves. So, stick around because we are stepping inside to see where history, culture and power collide. Protocol is everything here. Historically, the center entrance was reserved strictly for the king, while everyone else used the side doors.
These are some of the totems. So the clans in Buganda Kingdom. So it was also a joint hand between the professor with the other statue.
Each detailed sculpture tells a profound story, honoring the unique identity, spiritual totems, and ancient heritage of the Buganda people. These sacred symbols seamlessly guide our path from the outside entrance right up to the reception. This signifies that whenever the Parliament discusses kingdom affairs, all the diverse voices and families of Uganda are represented very well. As we proceed upstairs along the grand staircase, the portrait of the reigning Kabaka of Buganda hangs overlooking the passage leading to the main doors of the parliamentary chamber. Expeditor pauses by the grand window to reveal the brilliant layout of the entire Bulange complex.
The window of Palestine. Whereby Bulange is showing the middle of Buganda Kingdom.
Looking out, you realize this entire landscape is designed to connect the political, spiritual, and physical landmarks of the kingdom. With the main doors sealed, we use the upper entrance to step directly into history. The Lukiiko proves history doesn't just sit in museums, it still runs even today. This is the legendary inner chamber of the Lukiiko. For generations, this exact room has served as the supreme debating hall, where clan leaders and royals gather to deliberate on the future of the kingdom. Cultural bylaws, land policies, and community development are heavily debated and passed in this exact room. Walking through these roads feels like walking through a living archive. The portraits lining these walls aren't just art, they are the keepers of Uganda's supreme identity. Do you notice the unique architecture and layout? Every single bench and row is strategically assigned, keeping centuries of cultural protocol alive in a modern, functioning parliament. Once meeting under giant trees, the Lukiiko now stands in this magnificent hall, a symbol of modern African governance, blending ancient customs with current law.
I'm standing in the chief of the Buganda Parliament. So when when you come here, you want to witness what's going on. You occupy the upper space. And then now, the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Ministers, and the chiefs occupy the other seats down.
So while the public watches from the space up here, the real action happens right below us, where the Prime Minister and his cabinet handle day-to-day governance. In 1966, this building was taken over by the central government and turned into military headquarters for 27 years. It wasn't until 1993 that Bulange was finally restored to the kingdom. Unlike ordinary parliaments, they don't pass state laws here. It's strictly about keeping Uganda's heritage alive and supporting its people. Finally, we stand before the portrait of the current reigning king, His Majesty Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II, a living testament to the unbroken continuity of the kingdom. Leaving this room, it's clear Bulange is the brain of the kingdom where laws are debated. But a brain needs a heart, and that lies just a mile down the road. As we make our way back through the grand reception hall, we are wrapping up our tour of Bulange, essentially the control center of the Buganda Kingdom. Bulange is so much more than just a building. It's a statement of African independence, built entirely by the kingdom to prove that traditional culture can completely hold its own in a modern world. Now that we've explored the sacred royal tombs at Kasubi and touched the living heart of the kingdom right here in Mengo, the journey isn't over yet. So, in our next and final episode, we are walking the Royal Mile to step directly inside the official palace of the King of Buganda. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video, because what's hidden inside those palace walls will completely change how you look at the Buganda Kingdom.